everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Friday, August 6, 2021. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Glad you're tuning in with us for a Friday night here as we work and have worked through another week, the first week in August. It's in the books, and that's okay. We're going to continue on with summer. It's going to be warm, very warm, coming up this weekend, and chances of rain from the next 10 days in a row. So maybe we'll make up some of that drought here. We've been pretty lucky as the summer's gone on, but it's been a little dry too. So I'm sure everything needs a drink of water here at this point, including yourselves. Plenty of hydrating this weekend. We want you to do that as you head out and enjoy your weekend. And we'll talk about some of that, including if you're going to be heading out to the state fair this weekend. That started up. I want you to stay safe as you head out. We'll give you some of the details on a cool thing happening at the state fair coming up in the headlines. Plus, we're going to check in with our friend Andrew McFadden, Fitchburg Road Construction Update. He'll tell us about the opening of an intersection that's been closed, a closure of an intersection that's open, and other updates as well. So we'll have that for you coming up. And then we're going to talk about the Healthy Neighborhood Grant and an event happening out at Leopold Park, a community park event. We'll break that down for you and take you out and show you how that grant has helped some of that, and the navigators out there helping out as well. So a lot to get to here as we work through this Friday show. Let's kick it off with headlines. Police Chief Search 2021 update. Yes, the Fitchburg Police and Fire Commission welcomes your feedback throughout this process. You can contact the commission directly by calling by emailing. We'll do the calling next. Email pfc@fitchburgwi.gov or by calling 608-270-4325 and leaving a message. And that feedback is open and welcome during this police chief process. All right, Jazz at 5, new event coming to Fitchburg. It's coming up next week. It's going to be a lot of fun, by the way. Jazz at 5 is a summer staple of Madison, and now it's coming over to Fitchburg. Yeah, some region's best jazz performances free Wednesday nights, August 11th through September 8th. Performances will begin with the youth group at 4:30, followed by the headliner at 5 p.m. and 6:45. Outside food is welcome. So pack a picnic, bring the family out. Of course, they'll have food and drinks available on hand. 5 o'clock, it says the event's 5 to 8, but I'd come at 4 if I was you. Get a good seat for this. I'll be pretty much at the same location as where concerts is, in that same area. So as far as planning ahead for coming out to it. And we'll be previewing this event next week right here on Talking Fitchburg, talking to one of the organizers of this. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, happy to have them here and welcome here to Fitchburg. All right, turning our attention to the state fair. And I love this title, creative writing here. Come one, come all to the Wisconsin State Fair and take a shot for a fabulous cream puff. Andrew's like, dude, come on. It was written here. This is right off the Facebook page of the Department of Health Services. So this is pretty cool. When you get your COVID-19 vaccine at the fair, you'll receive a voucher to claim your very own traditional fair, get it? Cream puff. What could be better than that, Andrew? I don't know. Cream puffs are amazing. I love the cream puffs there. Anyone 12 years and older can and should get one. And what sweet reward for doing your part. Learn more about the vaccine for Department of Health Services. But yeah, roll up your sleeve when you walk in. They said dozens of people got the vaccine yesterday from the reports I saw who came out to the state fair. So if you need to get the vaccine, they'll be right there for you. So you can come and get your cream puff. I can't think of a better thing than that. All right, as far as COVID-19 goes, we have an update here for you in the state of Wisconsin, snapshot from yesterday's activity. Note that most of the state has a high virus activity now. The day before, we had 15 counties that were in medium. Now everybody's in high across the state. That's how serious this is and how fast this Delta variant is spreading. We told you in the update this morning that over 90% of the U.S. Has the Delta variant and is the leading cause of COVID-19 right now, that variant. So it's out there, and now we have one of our counties in the very high category, along with confirmed cases. We started not with the triple digits here, but now we're in 1,000 new confirmed cases, 138 probable cases, and 2 new reported deaths. So this thing is still going. We're still in a pandemic. Things were doing good, but this variant still out there. Best thing to stop this is get vaccinated. And as you do head out, please double check, triple check where you're heading out to, because things have changed. Some places may require masks when you enter. It's been advised to wear a mask whether you're vaccinated or not. Always wear a mask. Especially when you're going to indoor places or going to, let's say you're going to go to a party or something this weekend. You're it's not your family, your immediate family. They're saying you should mask up. Continue to practice the things we've been doing, though, right? Social distancing, wash your hands frequently. And if you're feeling sick at all, stay at home and get checked. You can still get checked very easily. Plenty of places to get checked out to. You can always check with your health provider as well, as far as getting checked in if you should get checked. All right, everyone reacts differently to the stressful situations like COVID-19. Stress levels could not be higher, and it's always good to be talking about ways of helping if you're feeling stress, and resources that are out there. So you may be feeling anxious, anger, sadness, worried, or overwhelmed. Find ways to reduce your stress to help yourself and the people that you care about the most. Learn the common signs of stress. Make time to unwind and do activities you enjoy. Talk with family and friends by phone, text, or email. If you or your loved one is feeling overwhelmed, get support 24/7 by calling or texting 1-800-985-5990. Learn more about stress and coping during COVID-19 pandemic. You can go to the CDC's website. They've got some great resources out there. I'll say this, that I've taken more time to see friends and family to help just kind of get back to some normalcy. And that's really helped me and our family connecting with people we haven't got to see, within the year. So seeing some friends, doing that sort of thing, practicing the best that we can, meeting outside, doing those things to reduce any potential for sickness. But that's just so important. Take time for yourself right now, and just walk away from walk away from talking Fitchburg. Well, come on back, but we'll be here. You can walk away for a little while, right, Andrew? He says okay. I didn't even let him answer, but he says okay. Yes, take some time, just relax, and if there's plenty of resources out there, and reach out if you're feeling overwhelmed, and that good way to just relax and take some time again for yourself. All right. Recall and I think this is called Wide Tech, recalls 2 million dehumidifiers. And I want to get this out there because these are causing fires. They catch fire, pose fire, and burn hazards. 107 incidences have been reported at near $17 million in property damage as well. So if you own one of these on the screen, and we'll be sharing the link to the story so you can go and learn more about exactly what units we're talking about here. But check the brand, new Wide Tech dehumidifiers. It's a well-known brand, and again, is overheating and catching fire. So something to check out. They've got the pictures here. You're seeing those on the screen. But you do want to check the website and verify, and you can get refunded for if you have one of these things, one of these dehumidifiers. And again, Andrew will post up the link when we share the story, so you can check out to make sure that if you do have one, that you unplug it immediately so it doesn't catch fire, or worse, you get hurt from that. All right, finally, turning our attention to the Better Business Bureau on a scam alert. Watch out for fraudulent QR codes. You always knew this was going to happen, but QR codes, yeah, here it is from it says here, and companies excuse me companies use QR codes. It makes me sneeze when I talk about this. Codes to point consumers to their apps, track packages, or view menus. But because these codes can't be read by a human eye, they have become a way for scammers to set up malicious links. Man. Of course, they would take advantage of something that's so cool. As QR codes get more popular, BBB Scam Tracker has seen more reports of con artists using misled and using them to mislead consumers. How does this work? Well, you receive an email, a direct message on social media, a text message, or a flyer of a piece of mail that includes a QR code. What do? Well, you're supposed to scan the code with your phone's camera, and it will open a link. In some scams, the QR code takes you to a phishing website where you are prompted to enter your personal information or log in your credentials for scammers to steal. Other times, con artists use QR codes to automatically launch payment apps to follow a malicious social media account. These scams differ greatly, but they all have one thing in common. Scammers hope that they'll scam you out of some money. So, yeah, before you do anything, of course, always think about what you're doing. Take the time. If it looks fishy or if you got it, unannounced to you, probably a scam. So definitely take the time and review before you be clicking and sharing any information. And of course, you think it is fraudulent, report it, report it, report it. It's the best way to stop scammers from scamming you out of money and personal data. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. We'll be checking in with Andrew McFadden on your Fitchburg road construction update right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Gaining weight was easy. All I had to do was sit down and eat. Losing weight's a lot harder. I have to work at it every day. But with every step, I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And that makes every step, every choice, every day very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes by losing weight, eating healthy, and staying active. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Underlay, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready!
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for the Public Works Department, my favorite engineer, don't tell the other ones, Andrew McFadden. Andrew, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
Hey, Jeremy. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you indeed. We've got a busy road construction update for you. Things are looking fantastic on Fishatchee Road southbound. And we've got hopefully an opening to talk about.
Yeah. I know it's been long awaited. These last 2 weeks have gone by pretty slowly. But yeah, we're looking at opening up Cahill, Maine at Fish today. And so that'll be great, getting that back open. Only downside is we will be closing High Ridge on Tuesday. So, but we'll have a couple days over the weekend to enjoy both of those being open. And so, yeah, that's really the big good news. I think you'll also see some definitely a lot of curb and gutter down there and kind of on Fish near that area, and then you'll see the new concrete lanes down in the Key. For those southbound lanes. So definitely a lot of progress being made. You're really starting to see the roadway take shape. A lot of that water work, that kind of storm sewer got wrapped up in the last couple of weeks. So we're starting to do some of the final grading in those areas. And you'll notice those two new signals at Traceway and Ochala. Those have been turned on Thursday. So we'll be monitoring those with new timing. There's always kind of that break-in period of just trying to make sure we get it right. But we'll kind of be adjusting that as the project continues, and then certainly kind of hitting them all once the project's all done, just making sure that we're getting the best timing out there although having just an extra lane will be a huge improvement on Fish. So I know going down to 1 has been really tough at Caddis, and we've been monitoring that, trying to make it as painless as possible, but I know it's still rough. So.
Yeah, definitely during peak travel times, you need to plan ahead, maybe plan another route or timing a little bit different. I mean, if you can, we know it's some people are live in the area, so I mean, I'm trying to get home, but we'll keep pushing through that the best that we can.
And to those who can use another option, we do, as you mentioned in some of these past meetings, we do have an alternate route, kind of using the Beltline over US 14 or Verona Road, and kind of going around the issue. I know that doesn't work for everybody, but for those who can make that work, I definitely welcome that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes a little bit easier coming the northbound side and get into that area than from the southbound. It also says on here too, Andrew, that there might the southbound lane will be closed at Post and Traceway the week of the 16th. What's that in regards to?
Yeah, so there will be some impacts. We'll be installing the rail on the west side. They're basically, by the shopping center. And so we'll be closing that outside lane just to get our equipment in there. So yeah, I mean, definitely look for that. But that area, it's basically in that transition anyway. So we're just kind of going to be transitioning a little bit sooner to 1 lane north of Traceway.
Gotcha. Perfect. And then as we look ahead, you had mentioned again that we'll have that other closure coming up, and looking ahead past that, when do we get to that final intersection? And I'm drawing a blank. I had it in my head here a second ago, but there's another intersection to work up after the next closure.
Yeah, you're talking about High Ridge.
Yeah.
Right?
So you go from High Ridge, and then is there one more that they have to close it down to work up?
Not that I know of. I mean, McKee will be kind of, some kind of temporary shifts and stuff like that. But no, I mean, Caddis will kind of be working in halves, so that won't be a full closure. So, yep. But yeah,
that was
those
the one.
3.
That was Caddis. Caddis was the one I was thinking of. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Finally, project still on course to finish up. When is this supposed to all wrap up this year?
Yeah, our original project date was November 12th, kind of before the holidays there. We are looking a little bit ahead of schedule, so we could hit October. But that I don't want to say that quite yet, knowing that we could always have weather come here late summer, fall. So, but yeah, we're looking probably late October or early November.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's going really well. The lack of rain, bad, also helps construction move forward.
Yeah.
Good. So Take it for what it is. All right, turning our attention over to South Sain Road, that construction project got off and running. What's happening in that area?
Yeah, so they're putting the water main in there on the west side. Even though the water main itself is going, kind of close to the edge of pavement, and they are ripping up, the whole half that road. So you'll notice kind of that north side, they're starting on the north side, working south. So up by Aurora, I mean, it's a 1-lane road. So, it's really just open for local traffic only, and obviously the Sweet Corn, but, please don't go through there if you don't have to, because it is tough to get through, two oncoming vehicles with 1 lane there. So, just a heads up there, but it is certainly open for folks who need to utilize businesses and access homes on the corridor there. So that's going to be going on, and I think through September, and then we're going to get the resurfacing project going on right after it. So.
And is that resurfacing just from, is it down South Sain Road up to Lacey Road, or how far is the resurfacing go to?
Yeah, resurfacing will be basically on Sain from Aurora down to Hilltop. We have some neighborhood streets in there as well that we're hitting along the way. And we do have the Ironman race coming up, and so that we'll have kind of temporary pavement there at Irish and Sain for that race. And so we're kind of changing up the route a little bit to take Irish over versus coming down Sain. So that would be a little bit of an update.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that does it. If people want to find more on our projects going on out there, Andrew, where can they go to?
Yeah, so definitely the project website, fitchburg.wi.gov/2626 or /Fitch Hatchery Road -recon. So there's a construction page and a design page. check out that construction page. That has all our weekly updates on there. So
Perfect. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it as always, and have a good weekend. We'll catch up with you next week.
yeah, thanks. Have a good one.
All right, Andrew McFadden from our Public Works Department doing some great work out there, and appreciate his time as always. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg in the guest segment. And today we're going to take you out to a cool community event. It's been happening up at Leopold Park near Leopold Elementary School. It's a community event, happens on Tuesdays. A great way for people to come together and do some activities, have some food, and just relax. Take a look.
Today we came out with the Leopold Neighborhood Resource Team, which is a group of City of Madison, City of Fitchburg, and as well as other stakeholders coming together to make sure that we can provide some events and some programming out here in the Leopold neighborhood.
The idea here is to have a space for connecting for everyone, for the neighbors to come and have a good time. There's always food available, so we serve dinner, and there's always different games to play. MSDR is here every once in a while. We have music. Today, for example, we're going to have spoken word from a student from East High School, so I'm very excited about that.
We'll be doing different things. Like last week we saw a movie. This week at about 6 p.m. we're getting ready to have some flag football, for the youth to come out here and just have a nice time. It's warm, it's a nice day. We just have a lot of cool events and cool programming for the kids and just for the community in general.
So the main goal here is actually to share some awareness about all the programs that happen and all the resources that are available for the community. Many times, especially after the lockdown and all that, has been difficult to reach out to the community with all the tremendous amount of resources that are out there, offered by several nonprofit organizations and also from the government as well. So we just want to have that opportunity for people to come here, learn about all the resources that are available, at the same time have a good time and have dinner and get your bike fixed as well.
It's like last week, it was so nice. We had about 200 people, sitting on the benches, socially distanced. But we all came out to watch Raya and the Last Dragon. There were people of all ages. They came out to eat. They came out to have fun, dance, play games, and it was really fun to see people coming together in one space again, which again we haven't seen for a really long time.
The Leopold and Arbor Hills neighborhood, also what is called the North Fish Hatchery neighborhood, is a very, very diverse neighborhood. It's one of the most diverse neighborhoods in the whole city, and it's host for the Aldo Leopold Elementary School, which is the biggest elementary school in the whole district. So we're talking about a lot of families here and a lot of kids. So families with kids, and the idea is to offer some support to all those families. So this is a very important area in town, and we want to honor that. We want to honor all the people living here, and that's why it's so important to be right here at Aldo Leopold and having some fun.
when we were kind of touring the neighborhood, we definitely saw kids who were just sitting there bored and looking for something to do. So we figured, why not bring programming here every Tuesday to make sure that the whole family can have things to do and we're not bored and stuck in the house. So it's actually free. You know, it's a free family event. Bring everybody out. You have to bring no money, just bring yourselves.
Really, this is a big opportunity for everyone to get to know each other, to get out of home and a little bit of what the whole lockdown had in our minds, a space for reconnect safely and also learn from all the resources that are available for everyone. I said that a couple of times, but I think it's pretty important that we share that information because, internet is not always the best way to go. Sometimes we need to do that extra effort, and that's why we're here in person offering that option too.
So we'll have through the month of August. Come around about 4 o'clock, and then once 5 p.m. comes, make sure you bring your family and have some dinner, and then we'll get to all the other fun stuff that we have planned.
Así que los invitamos a todos para que puedan venir a participar de Levanta Leopold, el evento que va a estar aquí desde el día julio 20, que es hoy, hasta el 24 de agosto. Muchas de las personas acá son bilingües, así que todas las personas invitadas a participar, va a haber comida, juegos y mucha diversión, así que nos vemos.
All right, there you have it. This event will continue through the month of August, and we have that flyer for you. Take a look. This is called Lift Leopold Community Summer Series. It happens Tuesdays from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Leopold Park, and this is free, right? Come out. It's free to attend. And guess what? August 10th, Madison Public Library is going to be there. They'll have free bike repairs, COVID-19 vaccine clinic, really important there. August 17th, free bike repair, community bike ride, power dance. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds cool, power dancing. And again, a COVID-19 vaccine clinic. And then on the 24th, they're going to have a band there. They're going to be doing some yoga, some dance and nature stuff, and COVID-19 vaccine clinic all happening there. So come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of great partners in this. So I hope you can join in on the fun before this ends here this year. All right, we're going to take a quick break, wrap up the show next. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day, I want to thank my friend Andrew McFadden for joining us and the great folks out at the Leopold Park for sharing that story. Hope you can make it out to that community event next Tuesday. As we wrap up, remember you can take us when you're staying cool this weekend. Watch Fact TV. That's cool.